Are you looking for a drama where the male lead is utterly devoted to the female lead and will do pretty much anything for her? Are you looking for a couple who has amazing chemistry, who you relish in their growth and progress in their relationship, but also really, really love watching their revenge against the villains of this story? Are you looking for a drama where the villains are so bad they're just delicious? You can't take your eyes off of them. You have come to the right place. Marry My Husband. It did have some flaws, but I'm willing to ignore them. I will still talk about them. I'm willing to ignore the issues I had because, my God, Marry My Husband was a highlight of 2025 for me. And I hope that this review convinces you to also watch this drama. This is my review for Marry My Husband, the Japanese version. For those people who do not know, Marry My Husband was created as a Korean drama first. I want to say it was 2024. Yes. The Korean drama version was 2024. And since then, there's been remakes, retellings done by other countries. But the one that, for my opinion, was a smash hit in 2025, Japan came out with a Jdrama version of their own. It is not a remake necessarily. It is more of it's not even like a retelling. It's their version. It's not really a remake, from what I've heard, because they don't necessarily follow the same beats as the Korean drama. The major like highlights of the drama and the major events of the drama do happen, but Japanese put their own spin on it. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot, and I really, really liked this Japanese drama, which is why I'm doing a review on it. I rated Marry My Husband, the Japanese version, a 10 out of 10. I know that's probably a little biased, and I do have issues with it, but I will talk about those. But I was willing to ignore them because I enjoyed this Japanese drama so much. And I really tried not to compare it to the Korean version because I had issues with the Korean version. It was really hard, and I really tried, and I could not help but compare them. And I will be talking about some of those things of why I like this more. I will refer to the Korean version because of that, but overall, this review will be about the Japanese version. I rated this a 10 out of 10, and the first thing that I loved about this was the couple. I mean, you have to love the couple in this drama. If you don't know, the main couple is played by, and I'm gonna butcher these names, and I'm also gonna look to the side so I can read them. Shiba Fuka, she plays Misa, who is the main character. Then we have Sato Takeru. We have Yokoyama Yu, who plays Tomoya. He plays one of the villains. And then we have Shiriashi Sai, who plays Reina. She's the other villain. And then we have a plethora of supporting cast, which we will get into. So the main couple, if you don't enjoy them, you're not going to enjoy this drama. I mean, that hands down, they're the reason why you're watching it. For multiple reasons. One, their chemistry is so good. So good. Misa and Wataru's chemistry in this, I loved how it progressed. I loved how their relationship progressed. I loved how they grew with each other and supported each other, especially Wataru supporting Misa and her entire story. The man's whipped. The man's absolutely whipped for a very long time. And it was really fun to watch. And that was also a highlight for me. The male lead just being utterly devoted to this female lead and just knowing his backstory and what he had to go through to get to where they were at the end of the drama was fantastic and so well told. And you could tell there were feelings behind that and there was a story behind that, and he made this decision that he was going to support her no matter what, and he absolutely followed through on that from beginning to end. And I absolutely adored that story and his story. His story was a highlight for me in this drama because I think it was just so well said and well put together and well written and also well acted. He acted very well with this character. But the main couple definitely was a major highlight for me in this drama, for sure. Another thing that was a highlight for me were the villains. It's one of those situations where you love to hate them. And my first thing with this, in my opinion, the villains were a lot more devious in this one, and I might not be remembering the Korean version, but I feel like this J drama was darker, was way darker, and they were a little more, especially Reina, was more ruthless in her actions and her takedown or attempt of taking down the female lead, and just how far she would be willing to go to utterly destroy the female lead was scary, but also such a fun time to watch. I will say the male lead that played the villain, I feel like he was definitely a villain in this one, but I think the Korean version, he was more of a villain. Reina absolutely was the powerhouse villain in this version, and I loved her for it. That actress acted her butt off, and I absolutely loved it. She was amazing, and I really would want to watch her in another role, but the actress who played Reina was amazing in this role. I wish the male villain was a little more ruthless, but I understood why Reina became the upper villain. And granted, in the Korean drama, it was the same way. I just felt like it was a little more ruthless on his part in the Korean version. I also liked that with this version, the Japanese version, it told the story. The Japanese drama touched all the major story points, things you wanted to see happen if you had already read the source material or seen the Korean version. But they told it in their own way, and they changed things enough where it was their own story and their own telling of the story. And I liked those subtle changes because it made it their unique take on the story, and it was their own story to tell. On the other hand, though, I do feel like some of those changes I didn't 100% agree with. So that was one of my things, is some of the changes I wanted to happen differently. But again, they were just so minor changes that I wanted to happen differently. I didn't really care at the end of the day because I still enjoyed this drama so much. One of the major things I did not like about the Korean version is, and I'm not going to do spoilers, but there was a storyline introduced in the Korean version, and I'm sure if you've seen it, you would know what I'm talking about because a lot of people dislike this choice. It was added at the end of the story, and I felt that it was not needed. It did not need to go in there. It was not needed whatsoever. They could have deleted it. And the Japanese version did not even bring that storyline into this. So out the get-go, in my opinion, this version's better because they left that storyline out because it was not needed, in my opinion, in the Korean version. This one eliminated it altogether. So I appreciated that they did not even touch what I disliked the most about the Korean version. The other thing I disliked, I still wanted to ignore was, and I know a lot of people are going to say this, of course, there was Noble Idiocy. Nobody likes Noble Idiocy. They really don't. But I will say the choices he made for the Noble Idiocy and what he was going to do because of that were, I wouldn't say fun is not the right term, but it fit his character so well, the choices he made, because he was absolutely devoted to the female lead and was willing to do anything to make her happy. Even though I hated that he did Noble Idiocy, it fit his character at the same time. So I dislike that choice, and I never agree with it in a drama. But again, I could ignore it because it fit his character, and I just loved the entire scene that resulted from that choice. And I don't want to do spoilers, so I don't want to say anything. But the scene on the bridge, if you've seen this drama, you know, was fantastic. And I absolutely loved it. And I've already rewatched that scene. But the Noble Idiocy leading into that scene, was it needed? No. But that bridge scene made up for it at the same time. So I agree, a lot of people did not like that choice. I, of course, also did not like that choice. But again, I can ignore it. That is pretty much all I disliked about the Japanese drama. I hands down like the Japanese drama way more than the Korean drama. The side characters were amazing. I loved their stories, their individual stories. Yeah, they were kind of a little bit on the back burner, but that was okay because again, I love the main couple so much. And it was only 10 episodes, so there's only so much they could put in. I could have watched 20 episodes of this drama, really. Marry My Husband is definitely a highlight of the year for me. And I'm so glad I watched this drama because, as we all know, I've been having a rough go of it in 2025. Marry My Husband definitely made up for it. That's my review of Marry My Husband. I'm going to be sitting here all day and gushing about it if I continue going on. I rated Marry My Husband 10 out of 10. You watch it for the couple, you watch it for the chemistry, you definitely watch it for the villains and how ruthless they can be, especially Reina. It has its flaws, but I was willing to ignore it because I enjoyed this drama and looked forward to every episode every week. I wish I had waited and just binged it because this is a fantastic binge. So if you have not dipped your toes into Japanese dramas or dipped your toes into the Japanese version of Marry My Husband, I will highly recommend you click play on this and just enjoy it. Enjoy the ride because it is a crazy, crazy fun ride. Let me know if you've seen this drama in the comments. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my review. I'll see you in the next video.